What's going on, you guys? Cutty from Cutty TV. We're back at it again with another artist tip episode. Now look, we've been giving you guys tips all year about a whole bunch of different subjects, and this is the season finale. So I'm so happy to be sitting here with you guys, man. I've been giving you guys all of the tips I could possibly think of to help elevate your career. So do me a favor. If you enjoyed any of these, man, share it to a friend. If you don't know, this whole series was based off of my first book, How to Become the Perfect Artist. All of these tips that you hear are inside of my book that you can pick up today on Amazon, or go to theofficialcutty.com or weowncuttytv.com. Whichever one is faster for you. You could do whichever one you want. But this is the season finale, and we're here at this beautiful Vista Hermona Park. Now, if you guys don't know, Vista Hermona Park was the first park I ever came to when I first came to Los Angeles, California. And today, ending it out, we're wearing a bunch of LA brands. We got the Dodgers hat going on. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. We got the Crenshaw wear, and we're also wearing Gifted from LA. So, man, whole lot of things going on inside of the season finale, but I still got a whole bunch of good tips for you that you can take advantage of and start pivoting that career and pioneering it to becoming the perfect artist. So let's get into another great tip episode, and let's see what we have for you guys today. Alright, you guys, so what possible tip episode could we have for you on the season finale? Well, something to me that's very, very important that you should be taking advantage of, which is the importance of picking the right beats. Now, we're going to go over a bunch of different kind of beats today, and you're going to find out which one is best for you and the importance of why you should have that kind of beat versus any other kind of beat. So we're going to learn about split sheets today. We're going to learn about lease beats. We're going to learn about exclusive rights, and then we're just going to learn about YouTube beats, which everybody loves. So if you have used any of these and this is the episode for you, or you've been wanting to learn about them, then again, this is the episode for you. This whole series has been sponsored by Jersey Watch, our blog that covers hip-hop, R&B, country, whatever you do. If you're an independent artist, we want to hear about you. So make sure you go check us out at We on Jersey Watch, or you can go to our website, www.weonjerseywatch.com, or you can check out our second sponsor. If the blog don't excite you, then maybe this next sponsor will, which is Studio View, which is the app that will allow musicians to book studio time anywhere in the country directly from their phone. Now, it hasn't been officially launched yet, but I just got the 411. If you go on the Cutty TV, they'll give you the last update on where the app is and when it's coming out. So make sure you go check that out. Go check them out on Instagram also at Studio View App, or check out their website, www.studioviewapp.com. So shout out to our two sponsors, man. Really been helping us give you guys all of these tips for these past 10 episodes. Now go check out the last 10, the last 9 if you didn't, and let's get started in with this one. And let's get started in with talking about the importance of picking the right beat. Alright, so let's talk about the importance of picking the right beat when you're creating that song. So a lot of people just think, well, does it really even matter? I mean, if I got a beat and I got lyrics and I put it on top, doesn't that make it my song? In a way, depending on what you're doing. So in this video, I'm gonna break them all down on how you can use all of these different kind of beats and be safe. So let's talk about the importance of picking the right beat when you're creating the song. Knowing what you're going after with the song. If it's gonna be a hit, then you know, yo, let me get that exclusive right. If you know that you just want to put it out to see what the people are going to say, then maybe you want to get you a YouTube beat, you know, something that you're going to put on SoundCloud, something that you're not charging people for. Or maybe you plan on making a couple of dollars, but you know it's not your next hit, so you want to go get a lease beat because you just want to try it out. And then if it hits again, maybe you'll go after the exclusive rights. So we're going to talk about all of them kind of beats today and how important they are. A lot of artists skip over this part right here, which is the most important. I mean, in the music industry, the producer gets 50% of the song. So why not have that 50% all settled out way and figured out in the beginning so you know where you're going. So this is what this episode is all about. We're going to be teaching you exclusive rights, YouTube beats, lease beats, and even the warnings of borrowing a beat. So let's get into the first one. All right, so now what's the difference between all of these beats and what can you tell me about them? So let's get started in with the first one. Everybody's probably used to it because everybody uses it. Even I use it. I go on YouTube and I'll type in beats and I'll use them for my videos if I don't plan on monetizing. So YouTube beats, let's talk about that first. What is a YouTube beat? What is it good for? And when should I use it, Cutty? These are the 3 questions I got for you right now. So what is a YouTube beat? A YouTube beat is a beat that you found on YouTube that's real dope. Maybe a producer made it to get their name out there. They put it out there free for nonprofit. And, you know, most times they allow you to put it on YouTube or something that's not going to be monetized. SoundCloud, you know, maybe like a Spinrilla, a DatPiff, something that's like, you can hear it, you can hear my producing skills, but this person ain't making no money off of it. That's when you should go after the YouTube beats. If you just plan on putting out a song that you're not charging people for, that you never plan on making any money on, that's when you go after the YouTube beats. And why? I mean, why does it matter, Cutty? Like, what's the big deal? I'm gonna tell you this right now. So YouTube beats they're kind of hard to work with because let's say you get a YouTube beat and it goes crazy, and you make $1 million from the song. You best believe that free YouTube beat that you got on YouTube, that producer's gonna come knocking on some doors and looking to collect his royalties. So that's the only thing that kind of pushes me away from the YouTube beats. You do not fully own that song. Let me say that again. If you get a YouTube beat, you do not own that song. Do not think that that song is yours and you can sell it. That's a freestyle song for you. That's a play around song. That's something for you to reference. A YouTube beat may be something you can give to your producer and tell him, hey, can you make a beat like this? Not the same exact one, but something like it. That's what YouTube beats are good for. That's what they are used for. References, maybe freestyles, SoundCloud songs, something that you're going to put on YouTube and you're not charging for. Anything that is not monetized, that's the best time to use a YouTube beat. And that's the only time that you should be using a YouTube beat. If anybody else tells you to use a YouTube beat for any other particular reason, I'm going to tell you, they're not in the music industry and they're setting you up for failure. So don't listen to them. Just be like, nah, look. I watch Cutty, I know what I'm doing. This YouTube beat, we're gonna freestyle over it. We might even send it to a producer. I ain't selling this. I ain't getting in trouble. So now that you know, make sure you use the knowledge. YouTube beats are good for what? Maybe freestyling, SoundCloud, something that you're not charging for. That's the best time to start using them YouTube beats. Now let's get into other different kind of beats. All right, so now you know about YouTube beats, and I should not hear purchase your tracks today on anybody's song, because you know we just spoke about it. So how can you get a little ownership then, Cutty? How about this, man? How about I got about $30 and I want to get a beat. It don't got to be my beat completely, but let me just get a part of it so I can sell it and make some money off of it. What's the best situation for this? I'm about to put you on right now. So let's say you don't want to, you know, use a YouTube beat because you plan on making some money off of it. You want to put it on Spotify, you want to put it on iTunes, but you don't know how the song's gonna do. So you're like, I kind of just want to test the waters, but I don't want to get in any legal trouble. You can lease a beat. So lease beats are basically beats that you're borrowing in a sense, if that makes sense. You're borrowing this beat up to this point, and once it hits this point, you got to re-borrow it again, okay? So when you pay for a lease, you're basically paying for, most leases come with the minimum, they'd be like $30, you get maybe 5,000 streams off of it, and then you have to renew that lease in order for you to keep that beat. So that's how leases work. You're basically same way you would lease a car. Look, it's my car, it's in my driveway, it's your beat, it's free for you to use as long as you don't go over that threshold that is inside of that lease agreement. Now you can't get bigger leases where you can go all the way up to 1 million views. That's something for you to work out with the producer, but understand a lease that high is going to be more expensive, and you might as well get an exclusive right. So lease beats are mainly good for songs that you're just playing around with. You know, you want to put them out on Spotify, you want to put it out on iTunes, you want to make some money off of it, but you don't want to get into any legal trouble, and you're not too tied to the song, you're not fully invested in, but you want to keep your iTunes and Spotify catalog full. So lease beats are pretty good for that. I try to stay away from them mainly because you never know if you're going to go above that threshold, and then you're going to have to renew the lease, and then that's like paying for it all over again. Some people like to do it, some people don't, but again, my best advice for you is if you're going to drop a song and you're not too sure about the song, or you're going to put it on iTunes, you're going to put it on Spotify, make sure you lease that beat. So if you get a good reaction from it, you can go back to the producer and ask for exclusive rights. But at least with a leased beat, you don't have to worry about that producer coming hawking you down. If you get a bunch of views, you're making a bunch of money off of the song, because you two are in a contract agreement that you can use this beat and you can sell it. So definitely an option for you to be considering if you're getting into making music and you want to test the waters and you want to have ownership over your music. This comes in with part ownership also. This part of this song I own because I paid for it up to this point. You best believe that. So it's just another good way of you protecting yourself. Lease beats, something to look into, something to do if you're just starting out and you want to test the waters with a song and you want to keep your stuff squeaky and clean. So if that all helped you, we can move on to the next kind of beat. Alright, so maybe you're ready for the big leagues now. You're like, alright, I've been leasing these beats and these people have been rocking with my music. I've been having to lease this beat 3-4 times, Cutty. I think it's time for me to get up to the big leagues. So let's talk about exclusive rights then. So what is an exclusive right beat? Well, honestly, it's way better than a lease beat because you own that beat. You own full rights to it. That's what an exclusive right is. That beat was specifically made for you, owned by you, can be used by you. You can make as much money off of it. You can sell it, not sell it, keep it in your hard drive. It's your beat to do whatever you want with. Exclusive rights to me is the best way to go when you're making beats, when you're with a producer, when they're making beats. Look, let me get the exclusive for this, man. Let me get the exclusive rights so I can do whatever I want with the song. I don't have to worry about you jumping inside of my email. You know, let's get the contract down right. And it's peaceful for everybody because then that producer knows, okay, bet I'm getting this much for it. Here you go, here's the beat. He might have cooked it up in 5 minutes, so it might not be nothing to him. He might just, give you the rights to it, maybe charge you $500, and then he's all good because he makes a bunch of beats a day. So this is an option for you too. When you're working with producers, ask them how much for the exclusive rights. How much for the exclusive rights of this beat right here? I just want to be able to do whatever I want with it. I want to be able to sell it. I want to be able to put it in TV shows. I want to be able to put it in movies. When you have the exclusive rights, the farness of where your music can go expands. The pioneer that you're about to create and the adventure you're about to go on with an exclusive rights beat is the right adventure that you need to be on for every single song that you're recording, because you want to own as much as possible, or at least have as much control as possible. If you pay a producer $500 for the exclusive rights for a beat, then when it's time for the song to blow up or you get signed, or with so many different situations that have come up in the music industry that if you would have had the exclusive rights, you wouldn't have been dealing with a producer trying to sue you, or this manager feels like they owe you because they bought the beat, or a whole bunch of things happen. Get the exclusive rights. That way you own the beat, it's your music, you get to put whatever on the split sheets, you get to say who gets paid, you get to decide how your career goes when you're working with exclusive rights beats, because you fully own that beat. So again, that's my message for you guys. Fully own your music. Why not? It's only a better benefit for you. So let's get into another kind of beat. All right, so now that we know about YouTube beats, we know where to use them things at. All right, if we're doing a little freestyle, we're gonna put something on SoundCloud, I'll use that YouTube beat. All right, we're gonna put this on Spotify, we're gonna try and make a couple dollars, I'm gonna lease the beat. Okay, we're gonna put $1 million into this project. Oh, I need to exclusively own this beat, baby. So now what's another kind of beat that can help you along your artist process ways now that you know them 3 kind of beats? Well, the next kind is split sheets. So it's almost like an exclusive right, except it's not an exclusive right. So the producer still kind of owns the beat in this sense. I don't want to go down deep. I want to simplify all of this for you. Basically, the producer gets paid without you having to pay him. He gets his royalties, you get your royalties. When you put the producer on the split sheet, it just helps you all around the board. You're guaranteeing that they get their percentage of the money of the song. They get their ownership on the song, they get their name on the song. It's clear out good as day if you could just sit down with a producer. Let's say you don't have the money for the exclusive rights, but you don't want to release the song because you know this song is going to go viral, and you don't want to steal the beat off of YouTube because you're going to get super sued. Then talk to this producer and say, hey, What if I put you on my split sheet for 50%? That's a winning conversation right there. And that's a conversation that, again, if you don't have the money for the exclusive rights, work with your producers and put them on a split sheet. If you put them on a split sheet, you don't have to worry about them coming to you later in life, asking for their money, looking for their royalties, any of that. Make sure you put them on a split sheet. It's still kind of like the same senses of exclusive rights. You still basically own the song. You're just sharing the part of ownership with the producer, and it's just helpful, you know what I mean? It helps clear your mind of, okay, I have to give this guy this payment, and you know, we spoke about this. He gets his inside of his bank account, you get yours inside of your bank account. Everybody's happy. There's no lawsuits. So that's like the biggest thing we're all trying to learn in this music industry: how to not get sued the easiest way. Like, how can you just not sue me? So just give you a percentage up front, perfectly fine with me. That's what split sheets do, baby. They help you. You don't got to worry about it. You don't got to think about it. Split sheets are the way to go if you're working with a producer, especially if you really like them. Why not help them get that generational wealth from that song? Help them get their royalties every 3 months so everybody can be smiling. He want to make you some more beats. So let's get into my bonus piece that I have for you guys, and we can wrap this episode right on up. All right, you guys, so let me give you guys a bonus now. Now that you know all different kind of beats, how you can use them, what's so important about them, and what you get with every single kind, let's talk about a warning I have from you that I've seen in the music industry, something that is just a major, major problem, and I'd rather help you guys right up front. So let's talk about borrowing a beat. Unfortunately, we love to work with our friends. I hate to say unfortunately, but sometimes in these situations it is very unfortunate because you could lose friends, all kind of things happen. Let's say you're borrowing a beat. You and a producer make a song together. It's a super dope song. You guys don't decide to drop it because of whatever reason, and maybe you were in the studio, you were just recording a bunch of songs, that one came out, you put it in the hard drive for later. You guys mutually agreed on, oh yeah, you can use the beat, it doesn't matter. And you know, y'all got this verbal agreement thing going on. You basically borrowing the beat. And then you guys end up maybe not talking. Maybe he restricts you from dropping the beat now. It's a lot that goes into when you're borrowing beats from producers, because you don't know how long your relationship is gonna last. You don't know what can happen tomorrow. He might, you know, be upset at you and never want to speak to you again. Now you have this world-class song that you can't release because it's technically still his beat, and when you're borrowing, it's not yours. You know what I mean? It just gets like a lot. It gets sticky. Like, it gets too, like, I have to always be on your good side, or if not, you're gonna like take the song down from Spotify, or you're gonna try to report me on BMI, or just stay away from borrowing beats. Just look, I'd rather just do clean business up front. Let me buy the beat off of you. Let me put you on a split sheet. Let me lease the beat. Don't give me nothing. I don't want to borrow nothing. I don't want no handouts, because once things go sour, I'm gonna tell you this right now, it just gets too crazy. Like, now you can't drop the song, the producer's reporting the song, and he's gonna get your song taken down. It's a whole lot of things that you don't want to go into that I would love to save you guys up front. Stay away from borrowing beats. In the music industry, the best business is the business that's paid for. So go get those exclusive rights, or put your producer on a split sheet, or even lease the beat. It's better to do business with money than to try to do bartering. Most times it does work, but sometimes it does get a little sticky, and that's what I just want to try to help you guys with. That's why we give you these tips. So that's our bonus for you guys today, man. We've talked to you about the importance of picking the right beat for your song. So you can either use that YouTube beat, depending on what kind of song you're making, or you can use a lease beat, or you can grab those exclusive rights and then you completely own that beat, or you can put your producer on a split sheet. So many different things that we talked about today, but all beneficial for you and your career. So make sure you take advantage of all of it. And if you heard anything that didn't make sense, or you have a question of, put it inside of the comments, man. We would love to try to help you on your career, or go pick up a copy of How to Become the Perfect Artist, because it's waiting to give you all of the gems that you need to become the perfect artist. That's why the book's name is How to Become the Perfect Artist. So I'm your host, Cutty from Cutty TV, man. I've had a great season with you guys. This is the last episode in Los Angeles, California for the Artist Tips. And I'm so happy that we ended it out right here at Vista Hermona Park, my first park I ever been into inside of Los Angeles, California when I first moved here. So super happy about that. Super happy that we have another season down for you guys. Next year we're going to be doing more tips. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you go watch all of our episodes that we dropped. Make sure you go watch the How to Become the Perfect Artist seminar, officially out right now. And then of course, go pick up a copy of How to Become the Perfect Artist, so we can help you become the perfect artist. I want to shout out my sponsors one last time for you guys, all right? So shout out to Jersey Watch, the #1 blog that you need to be watching and you need to be reading if you like to read and you like to watch things on YouTube. Jersey Watch. Make sure you check them out, man, at We On Jersey Watch on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or you can go to the website www.weonjerseywatch.com, the #1 indie blog for all independents. So make sure you go check them out. And then our second sponsor, last but not least, Studio View, the app that will allow you to book studio time anywhere in the country directly from your phone. Make sure you tap in with them. Go on Cutty TV. Go watch the last update. Go see where Studio View is at. This app is so innovative, man. I'm so happy for you guys to see it. It's coming out soon, so make sure you go tap in with them on Instagram at Studio View app, or you can check out their website, www.studioviewapp.com. Make sure you go get early access so you can get the app on day 1. So I've been so happy to sit down with you guys all year. We've been talking about so many different kind of tips. I've given you everything that I know, but now you gotta wait till next year to see me again. So happy to be sitting here down with you guys, but until next time, I'm gone.